If you live anywhere in the US and you have been dreaming for a long time on opening your own group home, whatever kind of group home it is, whether it's going to be like a behavioral health home, for individuals who are diagnosed with mental disorders such as schizophrenia, bipolar, anxiety, depression, or it's a group home for senior citizens, like an assisted living home, or it's a home for people who have been diagnosed with developmental disabilities like autism, cerebral palsy, maybe they have intellectual cognitive needs. I forget the fourth diagnosis. If it's your dream to open one of these group homes in the state or wherever in the world that you are, and you're watching this video, send me an email, because what I can do for you is go to your state Medicaid plans and your state healthcare plans and read what is required of you and create for you a proposal. So with me, you get 3 free long consultation sessions. My consultations are not based on time because different people have different capacities and how long it takes them to understand how to set up a particular business. So what you need to do is tell me what state you are in and what type of business you want to start and where you are in the process. Are you still in the thinking stage and you're intimidated by all of the paperwork and you want to get it right? Or maybe you've gotten already, you've registered a business because that is can be simple to do. And now you're like, okay, I need clarity. What is the next step after registering the business and getting an EIN number? Or maybe you're further down the road, whether you have an EIN number, you've obviously registered your business, you're actively shopping for a property, you're here, or maybe you have the property. And now you're like, I have the house. What do I do? If you have the house, whether you need to be email me quickly because you're on a time clock. So wherever you are that you're trying to establish a home, write to me. My email is Nkatha, Nkatha, consults, consults, @gmail.com. And I'll also put it in the description here below. And what I will do for you is give you 3 nice, delicious, strong, powerful consulting sessions. My goal is for you to understand what your process involves in the state that you are. I never want to charge anyone if you haven't understood, because if I charge you and you haven't understood completely and fully, meaning you can teach it back to me, then you'll be putting your money and paying, and then you're going to be paralyzed after that process, right? So payment comes after you fully understood, meaning you're confident, you've understood the sequence of the steps. It also means that you've understood what is required, your tentative cost, and the period, right? I'll give you an example with Arizona. If you were opening a group home in Arizona, it would cost you about 3 months of your time once a group home is opened. 3 months is because when you get a property, you have to apply to the city and for a permit, and that's a 3-week turnaround, right? You have to apply to the city to get a permit to open a group home. That's a 3-week turnaround, right? Then you have to apply to the state to get a license, right? Now, I'm assuming you already have the property. That's another 3-week turnaround at a minimum. So already we're 6 weeks in. Once you get that, once the inspector now comes to your home, you go back and forth with the paperwork, that's another week, okay? So now we are 3 weeks plus 4 weeks in, no clients yet. If you are establishing an assisted living facility, at that point, you can bring in your first client. So maybe 2 months, maybe by the time you go asking for referrals, let's say 2.5 months, right? Behavioral health, you have to apply for your provider identity number. That's a 45-day or 60-day turnaround. Let's go with worst case scenario, 60 days. So now you have 3 weeks to get the